E versus Sam. Let's get into it.
You're looking at a lot of opportunity here for Team Secret to prove themselves worthy once again. And for Renegades, trying to get out of a series here that I think a lot of people will look back on if they were to lose as one that would be a bad loss for them. For Team Secret, you really got to give them credit, and to the South American region. Boy, have they been exciting this season.
And already an early shot coming out, had to be defended. Renegades taking the attack to Team Secret. It's a nice 50 from Knight. Sat up quick. CJ able to clear that out. There was a demo. It's tough to tell who got demoed. Fever, second effort, will push it by. Sad off the ceiling. CJ up quick. Doesn't make the best contact. Goes for the challenge out of the air, but they've given up possession in an odd spot.
And I don't think Chaos is really going to favor Renegades. I think a lot of the South American teams, and especially Team Secret, kind of thrive in it, especially defensively. They're good at holding their line. For Renegades, I think it has to be a controlled attack if they want to break down Team Secret.
And another demo, I think it's been Team Secret with a majority of the demos. It's tough. You spawn with a third of a tank. You never know which side of the field you're going to spawn on. It really makes getting back into rotation difficult, especially if you're on the defensive end and the team is pressing. Kami slow off the backboard, infield pass off the sidewall, but a side flip. It leaks out to Math. Math going for the backboard. Fever will take it, calls off CJ. We see now, finally, the Renegades able to break out of their half.
Yeah, you can see a very controlled approach there from Team Secret. This one comes out, and Kami and Fever run into each other. Kami able to recover and get it over to CJ, who's got a lot of boost to work with. Not going to get by Sad. Renegades trying to put on their first attack, and Team Secret get out.
Friendly fire for the Renegades. Flip reset didn't really do much. Math going for the double tap. Didn't make contact. Deflection from CJ. And a nice tap from Fever. That'll slow things down. Possession being fought for. Renegades taking over for now. A miss from Kami, but a hit downfield to Knight. Knight up the sideline, will stay with it. Looking for an infield pass. Bounced it off the backboard, but CJ was not fooled by it. Read that play the whole way.
Some great attacks here from Team Secret. Kind of just testing the water. Nothing too scary quite yet. Seeing what that Renegades defense is all about. I think Team Secret definitely have the momentum here at the moment. They haven't really spent a lot of time on their side, and when they have, Renegades haven't put away too many scary chances. CJ is happy just to throw this one to the Team Secret side. Sad. Trying to follow up. That's a great touch, though, from Fever. Kami's up, and he's beaten by Knight.
Sad will turn for this. Math in the middle waiting. Fever will keep this in the corner. Math perhaps trying to pinch that out. Will get a back pass, but it's a nice 50 from Kami. Launches right to Sad. Sad, lots of boost used, but didn't do much with it. And now Fever will get a challenge, a retreat from Kami. Will give space to Math, who blasts it upfield. CJ over to the side. Fever wave dashing, trying to get to it. Does get a piece of it. Now we'll go for another 50. It bounces high into the mid. Shot opportunity for Renegades.
Pass.
Going for the pass. CJ off the backboard, and Sad was parked there waiting for it.
Great attack there from Renegades. Unfortunately, the shot a little weak, and Team Secret, they're going to get a pinch towards the net. Nobody's home, and Team Secret break the deadlock.
It was a deadlock indeed, and for this to be the first goal, Fever didn't flip into the challenge, and you take a risk. You take a risk when you don't flip into it, that very thing can happen. Nobody was third man. Nobody was back. I don't think anyone was expecting that type of 50.
And James, we talk about the frustrations that Renegades felt when they played Carmen Corp yesterday with just the kickoff goals. This is one of those goals that's also frustrating to give up. It's not a kickoff goal, but for Team Secret to feel all that pressure and then turn it around with a pinch into the Renegades net, that doesn't feel good.
It just feels like you're giving the goals away. Like you said, yesterday, first 3 games, they let in goals.
What?
The bump out of the air. I thought this was going to be a save. But you see Knight, the little fake beforehand, and then getting the touch.
Wow.
And he just kept on boosting and got the bump.
And I don't even think that last man there from Renegades even got a touch. He got bumped away. He might have slowed it just a little bit, but Math was hyped for that one.
And you can see the laughs coming out from Knight. Team Secret, very good start so far. Another quick hit downfield. Kami To the backboard, has CJ waiting in the corner.
Sad's up.
But Sad saw the passing play. Nobody made contact. Now, off the ceiling, Fever will stay on the ball. Gets to the backboard, but couldn't keep on the play.
Knight flicking his camera there, a little frustrated with that one. The Math had an opportunity to dish that one out. That's a good pass from Fever to CJ. Just a big long clear to get out. Renegades, they need to get something going here. CJ not able to get over Knight. Still just lobbing it towards that Team Secret defense. It's going to take a lot more than that to break them down. BDS learned that lesson in the spring.
And a very good job from Sad, recognizing that Fever wanted to go for the solo play, getting out and shutting down that lane, ended up getting the 50. Now a demo as well. The challenge to pop over one, the light tap.
Uh-oh.
And now on the other end, will Renegades be able to score this one? No. A nice read from Knight, and that's going to melt these final moments off the clock. Team Secret, they take down Renegades in game one. Renegades giving up that one goal, the no-flip challenge from Fever that resulted in a dunk goal. And that was really all the momentum that Team Secret needed.
So we didn't really get to talk about it too much, but Team Secret, they were swept by Semper in their first round. And I was talking to Johnny Boy, he was the one who casted this series, and I was looking for some insight from him about what he thought about Team Secret. And one of the notes that I wrote down was they needed to manage the pace of the game. They needed to control the possession a lot more. And I think this game's a great testament to that. The pace was in their favor. It was exactly the pace that I think Team Secret wanted to play in. But that possession, the control on the ball, and knowing when to go is such an important decision-making thing that Team Secret, I think, has learned over their international matchups and really shined here in game one.
Yeah, and not only knowing when to go on defense when you're on your back wall, but also with fakes. Sometimes when you know, oh, this is a ripe opportunity for a fake, and we saw that by Knight on the sidewall where he didn't go for the ball when a defender from Renegades thought they were going to go for a hit, and then was able to get that scoop into an air dribble, or into a bump out of the air, and that put the game pretty much out of reach for the Renegades, who offensively weren't able to get much going. They were trying to attack the backboard, but it seemed like Team Secret was there every time. There was the one play where Sad was right on the backboard when it was maybe the Renegades' best look on net, and they didn't really get close to scoring.
And it's really been a dual-edged sword for any South American team, is their willingness to go for that ball and kind of chase after it. And a lot of these teams from South America have really honed in. Team Secret, no different. And you can see what that pressure does to a team like Renegades. They're not able to put anything together. I don't think they were threatening at all. And now Team Secret, they've got one off the ball. Oh, it's an own goal from Fever in the end. Sad with the credit.
We'll get another look at it. You see Fever with the side flip, CJ flipping right by, and then Fever, you know, I don't know if you can score from that angle.
Sad loved that one. He was laughing.
Well, I mean, he was probably just trying to get that ball out into the middle.
Yeah.
You go for it, you try to score, it's going to be a pass, worst case scenario. But Fever, they're just a split second too late. There was only one way that ball was, or one direction that ball was going to go, and it was into their own net.
And guess what, James? Another kickoff goal here for Renegades.
That's true.
The first one in this series, to be fair, but it's what's plagued them against Carmine Corp yesterday. Now Team Secret getting a piece of them early on in that kickoff. And that's just not the way you want to start off your games.
Another demo out of the air. CJ with the 50 will punch it down. Tons of boost for Sad. Solo play potential, but he does have Math as an option. The tip over one.
Wow.
Rebound out, and it's safe. Fever keeping Renegades in this one. It was a nice effort from Team Secret, and they're still on the attack. That one bounces off the elbow and in, and it looked like it pinched off the ground. Something happened here.
He got a little help there from the inside post. It came off Fever. It came off Fever again. I mean, that time more, very understandable, but then he also got help from the inside of the frame there as well. 2-0 here in the first minute, and Team Secret rolling.
Tough break for the Renegades. Team Secret not letting their foot off the gas. Sad. Math trying to set it up, and so I kind of baited in the last man. Now it's a numbers advantage briefly for Renegades, but Team Secret launch it right back downfield. Kami preventing the clear. And they just give up possession again. Renegades, we haven't seen them be able to get a very hard shot on net, not really getting any team passes. The shots they're getting by themselves on their solo plays don't have enough juice to really threaten.
Oh, what a pass. Just cutting it out there from Sad all the way back to Knight when Renegades can't get a touch there. And Team Secret really impressed with their control right now. Feels like Renegades are certainly playing from the back foot, having to just keep up with what Team Secret is doing. Even on their own side, Team Secret holding a lot of possession, like that back pass that we just saw. Renegades struggling to find any offense.
And Sad particularly has been very good on defense,
Sure,
but
wow.
now we see Fever. The goals in this series, Corelli, they're not the usual ones we see. Fever blasting this one off the ceiling, and that is such a smart hit.
Wow.
It barely got
Just
underneath
missed
that crossbar.
Just missed that crossbar. I thought for sure it was going to come back out a little bit more perpendicular there. Instead, went right in for Fever, and that's one that, for Renegades, they really needed. They finally got an attack going. Now coming for the back post. It's just a bit too wide. Got Team Secret to dive after it, but a big clear from Sad will put an end to the attack.
And that was such a smart hit from Fever. You go for it off the ceiling. Sometimes it can just go in like that. Other times it's a beautiful pass to your teammate. It's so hard to defend that. As soon as that ball gets underneath the crossbar, bouncing down, you know, it's such an easy goal to score, such a difficult ball to defend.
Especially when it's not coming off the back wall as well. Tough one to position yourself for. Team Secret still in the lead though, as we just passed halftime. Renegades looking for more and some space here for Kami, but he couldn't hold on to it. Knight will poke it away and get a demo. Free ball here for Matt. Fever, we've seen his pre-jumps earlier in other series. It's a good challenge, but it's still in the hands of Sad.
Sad, the double tap off the sidewall to get this ball deep in the Renegades half. Matt tipping it up off the ceiling. Fever challenged by Knight. Matt takes possession. Knight with a demo. Not much boost for Fever to work with. We'll try to get it to Kami, but it's not enough on the ball. Sad gets shut down by CJ. CJ will leave it to the middle. No one's there to help, so Sad will take it into a dribble, and the flick stopped by Fever.
Minute 40 left on the clock here, and you're seeing these balls just be thrown out into the midfield from Renegades. Team Secret will take advantage. Sad, weak shot, turned away by Fever. How many times we've seen Renegades trying to play out from their own corner? Seems like Team Secret got him locked down. A couple of good challenges here from Fever. Gets him down the field. Kami, a second touch. It's going to go in for him. Another interesting goal from Renegades, and Team Secret couldn't keep up with it.
And again, it's off the ceiling. Kami going straight for it, bouncing it off the roof.
And I'm not sure what happened to the last man there from Team Secret. I think they were a little surprised that that one came towards the net. And of course, we saw CJ kind of streaking across there, but it was well before that last man could make contact. So we're all tied up here just before the final minute in game 2, and Renegades starting to ramp up.
Both goals using that ceiling. Sad missing the ball now. Kami getting challenged by Math. Math so quick on that follow-up, but this could be a moment. Kami waiting downfield, 21 boost. Tried to go up the wall, but it was cut out by Sad. CJ to the sidewall, second effort. Hit it off the bounce. Kami, double tap pass to the corner. Sad back out to the middle. A demo on the goal line. Sad will have to clear it and gets a big boom past the half-field mark.
A welcome clear for Team Secret. Probably the most pressure they've felt throughout this series, but they're on the attack now. Tough one for Fever here. As he makes the touch, got to go again. Sad keeping him honest there on the backboard. And a great pinch from Fever. Gets over that first man, buys a little bit more time for his team to get around it. CJ, quality challenge from him to thwart the attack, but now Math, another weak one. Renegades having to come across their net a few times, but they're out now.
Or are they? Sad stopping at the midfield. Kami down to Fever. Fever off the backboard. This will bounce. CJ waiting for the hit. Gets over his head, but CJ will now knock it down. An overtime, game 2 on Aquadome. This is a big moment for the Renegades.
Certainly is. Especially the way this one's gone, but a kickoff goal for Renegades finally goes in their favor, and they take game 2 to tie it up.
The Renegades, these goals they have this game, not your standard goals. 2 off the ceiling, 1 kickoff goal, and we've seen that very same kickoff goal haunt so many teams. You have somebody cheating, they just can't predict that slow roller out to the right or the left, and your net's wide open. The person going for boost back corner can't get back in time, and an easy overtime goal for the Renegades, now tying up the series at 1 apiece.
That was a welcome kickoff goal for Renegades. We had been harping on them yesterday, and we started to here. puts an end to that. They get one back here, and it's the game-winning goal. A much-needed goal for Renegades and a much-needed game. You didn't want to see them kind of fall apart because it felt like game one, it was all Team Secret.
And that was a scrappy win for the Renegades.
Yeah.
Fever getting there. You saw him. And Fever has started to show some willingness to go all the way up to Team Secret's corner boosts. We saw on that play now coming from behind the challenge. It's so difficult as a defender to pay attention to where those players are that are on your side or behind you. And Fever getting to that ball, putting it up off the ceiling, caught the defense by surprise, just went straight in.
And we've seen Fever use a lot of his point man pre-jumping defensively, but when he starts using it offensively, good things clearly happen. And of course, some unorthodox goals coming out from him, but that's what happens. When you're just downfield, you give a chance for that ball to go in, and it's so important. Team Secret really got to look out for him because he's playing so far off the line right now.
And Fever picking up the pace for Renegades, who are outpaced in game one without a doubt. Game two, that goal sparking something. Then Kami also getting that shot off the ceiling. We'll see if Renegades can bring more to the table or if Team Secret will start to put the pedal to the metal and accelerate away. So far, the possession heavily in their favor. Kami, boom up, Fever on the back wall with no boost. Bounces down, scary ball for Team Secret. Knight getting jostled by CJ. Infield pass, Kami will retreat. Using the handbrake to whip around over to CJ off the corner. Didn't get it. There's a demo by Math as well, but Fever did tip the ball. It allows Kami to respawn.
It's a good demo there. Slowed down Renegades, and now Team Secret on the attack. Math got to go under. Denied by CJ. Fever with a great clear. CJ all the way back up. This one's going to come down. Needs a follow-up, and Knight there to clear it away.
Another scary ball, and that one again going off the ceiling. The Renegades opting for that play, and it's been working so far. But that one going right back towards net. I don't think CJ expected that at all.
And I'm curious what CJ saw from his angle here. I just don't think he expected his teammates to lose the ball so quickly.
I mean, and that Fever got a piece of that ball. The trail was orange.
Yeah.
I think that was just one of those weird touches. Fever got a piece of it, and he's been involved in a couple of those plays.
Yeah, I think CJ hedging towards that challenge going into the corner, and not his own net, of course. 1-0 here for Secret. Looking for two. Knight couldn't get over it. But Team Secret unrelenting here with the pressure. Sad somehow staying with it. Fever able to clear it away. Well done here from Fever. CJ again. It's going to be those two downfield for Renegades many times more. They need that tandem to work together and break down this Team Secret defense.
And good patience there from Fever, recognizing there was not much to be done with that ball on the jump, waiting for the defender to get back down to the ground. But now Fever again hunting for a teammate, a skip. CJ and Kami working together. Now another pass up. CJ won't be able to get there in time. Sad's defense has been ferocious. Sad making multiple plays on the backboard, preventing Renegades' attacks.
That's a tough bounce for Kami, and this one's going to come dangerously across the box. Math staying planted for now. Waiting to see Renegades if they're going to cough it up, and they're not going to do so easily. Fever force them to go from their own back wall. CJ quickly up. Renegades picking up that challenge game now. A lot of these balls are getting over the head, though, of the last man. It's not just Fever. It's been CJ. It's been Kami as well. Some poor touches have led to Team Secret keeping the pressure on.
And that is a mark of not being super comfortable either. Anytime you have to kick it in reverse, and when it's going over your head like that. But now we see a shot opportunity.
Wow.
Fever going top shelf, but Knight able to stretch to make the save.
Young man's got the reactions there from Knight. That one was quick towards the top shelf. Renegades still need one to tie it up. Fever lobs it towards CJ. That one's too high. Sad, good control. As he's still having to win a couple challenges. Fever goes high. Now CJ, can he put it away? Kami's there, he'll slot it home, and Renegades tie it up.
And this was an intelligent decision here. You see Kami lands in front of net. CJ can shoot it on target, but Sad was coming off the wall. The better option, just pass it down to Kami.
Yeah.
He's going to have a wide open net because Sad, being on the wall where he was, would not be able to get out that far to make the touch.
It's a slow position there from Sad, and so you have to play that first touch just assuming it's going to go on target. And instead with that pass, get Sad to make a bad touch, or a bad play rather. Great work there from Renegades.
And that was the best team play moment that we've seen, maybe from either team.
You can kind of feel the pace speeding up here from just Renegades alone. Team Secret starting to feel more and more pressure. A few times now we've seen all three of Team Secret sitting on that goal line. Renegades really starting to scramble them.
Sad. First touch trying to possess, but Fever shuts him down. Fever will flick it to the opposite corner, trying to go for a 50. Hoping a teammate can come and help. CJ bumps him out of the way, so I don't think that was the help Fever was looking for.
Luckily, Team Secret couldn't hold on to it. Math also letting it go. Fever quickly up. That's a great beat. Trying to keep control, and he does. And unfortunately, his wheels made of glue there, stuck to the wall. The ball given back up to him. He's still taking challenges, somehow still on the ball.
Fever, relentless on the ball, like you said, Corelli. Not rotating out. Now we see CJ looking for a shot. Fever popping it up. We know he's got the mechanics. Now off the ceiling, going for the double tap. And Sad, yet again, on the backboard, denying the clip.
Just like the name, Fever, he's heating up right now. The mechanics showing. And you can see the idea coming out from if it's just a pass or a solo play, looking for that back wall, a couple of double taps. Team Secret having to deny. That's a decent pass over to Kami, gets one off the back wall. Knight there to at least slow it down, but we're spending a lot of time on the blue side, James. Team Secret have got to figure themselves out. Maybe this is it.
Double
Knight
demo perhaps.
chasing another man, but not able to get Kami.
You saw that aggressive demo play. If that double demo comes through, maybe that would have paved the way for the goal. Approaching the final seconds of the game. Sad, tipping it towards the Renegades backboard, now in the corner, off the ceiling, out to Knight. Knight into the middle. The shot will be wide, kept alive though.
Wow.
Kami keeping this ball in play, going for the musty, and that one didn't have much juice on it, falls to the ground, and we've got back-to-back overtime.
That was going to be a highlight goal if he hit it. And now the kickoff going in favor of Team Secret. And happy for Renegades to not give up one here right off the kickoff. CJ, that's a great read. Kami's up, uncontested, a lob towards the net. Math able to turn it away.
Team Secret defending that top shelf quite nicely. But now we see the team passing plays start to come out for the Renegades. Fever with a nice block. Tough ball for Math. Only 5 boost as well, but handled the pressure wisely. The defensive stand still holding up. See 2 people tangled up, Sad and Math, both in the same spot. How are they going to get out of this one? Kami, the shot. Math had pre-jumped and was floating right in the lane.
He was dodging the Kami faked the demo on Math, and so that's why he was floating there. He wasn't even paying attention to where that ball was going to go because the shot hadn't even come yet. Great work there by the last man of Team Secret. And Kami throwing in a fake demo there to make him jump.
Oh, we see a cool, calm, and collected dribble off the goal line, then the bump. CJ, critical play here. Didn't get much on it. There was a bump as well. CJ also getting a piece of the defender. Kami, the read. Didn't get the flip. Kami! Someone finish it for Renegades. It's Fever! That play, Kami, double tap flip, reset, got a piece of it. Sad at Night were both thrown off, and Fever the perfect 50 on that goal line. Wow, my goodness.
You got to score that one quick so it shows up on the replay there, because Kami with a fantastic control off that back wall with the flip reset, keeping it in the box, keeping it dangerous for Renegades. And this was the type of game that I expected out of. They're finally reaching their form here, I think, in Game 3. The control, the possession from Renegades, that's what chipped away at Team Secret.
And we're starting to see a lot more confidence, it feels like, coming out from the Renegades. Team Secret, they were playing much more defensively. Now we've got confirmation. Time out for Team Secret. They won that first game, gave up back-to-back now, both overtime losses to the Renegades. But you had mentioned it, Fever. Yeah, Fever has been oozing confidence, and he has really sped up the pace of play. The Team Secret in Game 1, they were so much faster than the Renegades. But then Fever, with his plays, refusing to rotate out, like the one play where he was low boost and just decided to turn, turn, keep pressure on the ball. And that pressure on the ball has really allowed Renegades to get back in this.
Yeah, and I like the timeout here here for, even if it's just the simple reason to just cool off Fever, because he's on a different level right now. That guy's going crazy on the pitch, just like what you were talking about. And I think for Team Secret, there are some things to talk about. They're getting really bunched up on their goal line, and credit to them.
Yes.
They're protecting their goal, but my goodness, every single time you see Renegades attack, all three are just sitting on top of each other, not covering enough area to slow down Renegades before the dangerous attack or shot comes on.
It definitely seems like there needs to be some adjustments, because before you saw Team Secret just jumping in the lanes, preventing the passes, preventing the solo plays. You saw a couple times where, you know, CJ tried to pop it, he gets demoed. Fever tries to take it into an air dribble, they just play the ball and force it out of Fever's hands. But now we're starting to see Fever just go for 50s. They're trying to get these 50s, trying to pepper the backboard, trying to get that boost out of Team Secret, and also putting shots on net where Team Secret have been getting tangled up. So we'll see how Team Secret makes these adjustments, but you know, it's surprising, I think, to see in so many instances in these last couple of games where we've seen two people in net for Team Secret, and then sometimes both are jumping for the ball, like on that last play.
Yeah, and it really hurts them too when they try and break out, because they just don't have enough boost, because they're not taking their own boost. It's just Renegades coming and swarming.
And who are you going to pass to as well?
Exactly. Don't have a point man downfield, and that's why you've seen the attack really dwindle from Team Secret, because Game 1 is a completely different Team Secret than we got in Game 3.
Well, the timeout's over. We'll see if Team Secret can make any adjustments. Game 4, Renegades have won 2 straight. Can they keep that streak going, or will Team Secret get one back? And a quick goal, 7 seconds in. Kami, he had that flip reset pressure that resulted in the goal, and then you see that pinch from Fever. What a play for Renegade.
I mean, that's an easy shot there from Kami. It's really Fever getting that flip into the ball and on the wall to pinch it across there. So creative from him. And Kami, that's one he can knock down every day of the week, uncontested. Team Secret, nowhere to be found on that one. Everyone was in the goal again, but nobody was able to get up to it. And a kickoff goal going in favor here of Renegades.
And we saw that exact same thing happen with the Renegades yesterday, where they call a timeout. The next game, they got scored on in 3 seconds. So, timeout not working great just yet, but still time to see if any adjustments have come out. We saw a lot more demos from Team Secret in Game 1. It's been kind of quiet lately.
And I think that one goes back to just not having the boost. I think Renegades have really been swarming all sides of the field here. This is opportunity for Knights. Wide open. Math, he blocked it.
Way!
He blocked the shot.
Way! But the shot also went right at him, but oh, that is a tough break for Team Secret. Things go from bad to worse. That was an open net. And the only thing that stood between them and a goal were themselves.
Yeah, you really wonder who's at fault there.
Or maybe it's a little bit of shared blame.
Yeah. But for Team Secret, that's a heartbreaker. Still plenty of time in this game, but I mean, boy, you would love to get one back as quickly as they had the opportunity to do so. And now Renegades trying to carry on.
Ooh, Fever going for a flip reset, masking it to the very last second. And now Kami getting bumped into the mid boost, but Knight has tons in the tank. Nice challenge from Kami. And speed from CJ will blast this back down to the Team Secret corner. Rebound out, Fever waiting, that pinch will go back. We've seen a couple of those dunks and pinches not go in the favor of Renegades.
Team Secret, you mentioned Sad early on, and hold on a second. How about we mention Math as he puts one away and lobs it to the far side.
And Sad getting that hit. You see CJ and Fever both in the same spot. I think CJ wanted a better hit than that. Put it up on a tee for Math, who launched it over to the opposite corner. He recognized Fever was playing near post. Good look, and Team Secret back in it.
But you had mentioned Sad earlier in Game 1. I think Team Secret really do need someone to step up, and it might be that man in the middle, Math, as he put one away just a moment ago. But Team Secret, they need some sort of shining star for them here in this series, because right now they've all looked subdued against this Renegade squad. They have just completely smothered them on really all facets of the game. And now Fever, he's got the last man isolated and couldn't get over Sad. A good block, and now he's out of boost.
And credit to Sad, whose defense has really kept him in it, but what are you supposed to do with no boost and your teammate bounces it off the backboard? Matt didn't want Kami to take the shot, but Kami had other plans.
I don't hate the idea there, but unfortunately, yeah, the last man with no boost isn't able to quickly read that one. And Renegades forcing the air. And some good wherewithal there from Kami. to kind of stay with that play and recognize where it was going.
He recognized that Math was cutting off that lane, gets back down to the ground and says, thank you very much for bouncing that right to me.
He's only got one option when he goes towards his net. Tough to go any other way. Now Renegades back up by 1. Fever dishes off to Kami, backboard. Kami's still up. Can he drop it down? Yes, he can! And it's Renegades up by 2.
And Kami's heating up, about to break out in a 5-alarm fire. Look at that crispy shot. We saw him get flip reset passes. We saw him get reads off passes from Fever, that pinch, launching it right in, and that goal right there. If Kami's not on fire yet, man, he is about to ignite.
I mean, really, everyone from Renegades, you can point to all of them. They've been shining so far, and that's what I've been talking about with Team Secret. They need someone like that. Fever in the previous game looked great. Kami in this game, he's really been so consistent for Renegades. When you throw that ball up to him, he's been knocking it down. Now Sad, he gets a couple touches, looking for follow-up. The shot directly at Kami, he was just floating there.
It's a breakaway chance. CJ won't be able to get around it in time, but still, perhaps a shooting opportunity. But in even that play, the defender had already had to jump. Maybe it was from a bumper demo attempt, but floating in the air, the shot right into him.
And that's 2 now. That Secret could have scored. Have slipped away either by themselves or unfortunate shooting. And I think that's really the issue right now, is the shooting is not away from the defenders or cars, if you will, in the net.
Math did have that one that he was able to place, but I mean, this game very easily could be 3-2 instead of 1-3. Team Secret letting a few by him. There's a miss. Last minute of game 4 after the timeout from Team Secret didn't seem to help him much. Sad, trying to take advantage of that touch from Fever. Fever got back to it, and you see Renegades happy to just sit there for a moment.
I think they were deciding who was going to take the boost. CJ wanted possession and the boost, and he got it, but it was too late. Team Secret still on the back foot, 40 seconds left.
One more from Renegades would put that out of reach, and we need to see one right now for Team Secret. We've seen quite a few kickoff goals this week so far. Math able to block that shot out. Fever with the boost will stay in the play. Kami now streaking back. Rotation's thrown off a bit. CJ beat to the ball. Math with the 50. That one pinches hard off the sidewall. And Fever with the read will slow things down. And CJ with that miss will melt even more time off the clock.
Kami doing a good job, but that's a great pinch. Team Secret needs something left on the clock. This one's going to come across. And unfortunately, time will expire. And Renegades hold off Team Secret again.
And that is 3 straight wins for the Renegades. They looked sluggish in game 1. Team Secret, they came out swinging. But now we see 2 overtime wins for the Renegades. This one was a clean regulation win. Kami, a hat trick. This was his game. He was lights out, Corelli.
Some spectacular goals from him. That double tap is really the one I remember the most. And for Renegades, having him step up like he did, I mean, he's been playing great, really, in all of their games. There's been no complaints from me when I've watched him. Even their losses, he's been fine. But here, when he can just go berserk against Team Secret, that's really a lot of fun when we've been pointing out Fever and CJ so much with their offensive prowess. Kami stepping up like that, love to see it.
And on the other side, Team Secret, they had a couple moments in this game where the net was vulnerable. The shot was there. You're thinking, all right, it's time to score. 1, they shot it into their own teammate. 2, they shot it into the floating defender of the Renegades.
Could have been tied.
It could have been tied. And so the shooting has to be better for Team Secret. They've had the looks, they've had some possession, but now you wonder if they're going to be able to get back into it. This is such a mental game, and that was a tough loss. Coming off a timeout, giving up a kickoff goal, shooting it into your own teammate, shooting it into the floating defender. How do you overcome that?
Yeah, and they've already taken a timeout, and they're having the same issues that plagued them against Semper. It was exactly the same type of talk that you heard from the casters in that series. Team Secret, they're generating chances, but the shot selection has just not been very good. Not away from that last man when they isolate them. They have not been putting away their chances, and that's what's really plagued them here in this series in particular, and in series before so far here at the World Championship Wildcard.
Fever, pinch. That pinch pass out to Kami worked nicely before, and now we're seeing it kickstart an attack, another block. The high shots from Renegades have been defended from Secret quite a few times. Sad in particular, the one who's been great at keeping him out.
Oh, CJ That's a great pass. And can he get it over? He almost did. Sad had it read all the way. I think that one was never going to go in. Team Secret saw that pass all the way across. Another one lobbed to CJ, a second chance, but this time Knight smart to get up quickly to that one. Can Team Secret put something together? Fever instantly on top of Math and throws it back to the Team Secret side.
And lob back downfield, no possession for Team Secret. Kami blasting it upfield. Now a pass off the backboard, and that one's going to be cleared downfield now. Fast break potentially, but Fever smashes that 50 by and kills the counterattack in its tracks.
Something's needed here from Team Secret. You'd love to have that first go-ahead goal here against Renegades in a series where Renegades have just gotten better and better. You've got to step up. Like I said before in the previous game, James, you've got to find that leader who's going to poke out in front. Sad, he gets bumped. That one's going towards net. Matt's got to make a save. And he does so. Now Sad streaking across, and Team Secret getting out of a dicey situation.
We're seeing a lot more bumps come out from the Renegades. It started out in favor of Team Secret in the aggression category, but Renegades have been going for multiple bumps this game, and it almost panned out. Fever has been destroying Team Secret on the 50s. Quick shot, and now CJ infield to Kami. Kami shot blocked by Math. CJ returning to the play. 50 on the wall. We'll stick with it. Knight off the side. Sad trying to kick it out, but it's right to Kami. Kami, flip reset, goes for the 50. Tried to stay on the play, but wasn't able to do so.
Still dangerous, as Renegade's very happy just to keep lobbing this one over the Team Secret net until something breaks. And CJ trying to poke it through now. Fever, I think he was looking to drop it off, but no one there from Renegades. And Team Secret still not able to break out. I thought maybe that was the opportunity for them with low boost. Fever's chasing the last man, and the last man can't make the save. CJ will put it home.
And CJ was so patient. He sees Math getting harassed, catches the ball, doesn't take the shot right away, and that really threw off the defense. CJ showing so much comfortability, so much composure. The Renegades have been a slow burn. It took them a little bit to get going, but now they're on fire.
You can see what that type of space, or how you get that type of space with those bumps. And Renegades perfectly executed there. Fever just chasing Math in that net all the way to the back of the net. Now Fever again. He's been spectacular here in this series through and through. One more is required from Renegades to take him down. Team Secret though, maybe other plans. Math will put it away to the right side.
And you see this play here. Somebody got in front of the defender and hit the brakes. You see right here, Knight getting that in Fever's way. It actually caused Fever not to be able to get to that ball in time.
A smart play there to put it near post. Everyone's expecting back post with how much space he has. And to be fair, it was probably an easier shot to put away to the back post, but still certainly good enough to slot it near side. And Team Secret, a welcomed equalizer here with 1:30 on the clock.
And could that be what they need to get back in this series and start getting wins on the board? Just need 3 more. Renegades on match point. Fever. Flip reset.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Rebound out to the middle, but there's a demo. Sad picking up the ball. Kami with the stop. Kami again going for the challenge. A heroic stand. Slowing that play down enough, and now we see a demo. Fever didn't get the tip. Renegades recover.
Oh, Fever wanted to drop that one back. Math, he's looking for options. He's just got to go again. Now Sad's up. Can he put this one away? Tough angle. Still a shot here for Sad. Fever's getting harassed by Sad again. Knight couldn't get over it, and that was a good chance there from Team Secret. Still tied.
No, that was a super scary spot. You got that ball going straight down. A lot of times those go in, but Renegades managing to keep that out. We're approaching the final 30 seconds of the game.
Ooh.
Stop from CG, but it's right to Sad. So much pressure from Team Secret.
Does he have it?
Did get the second touch, but Fever on the play. We'll get it out to CJ. CJ who booms it down the sideline. CJ towards the backboard. Sad hard over to Math. Math to the middle. Knight going for backboard as well. And it's knocked down to the corner. Fever gets demo 2v3 for a brief moment.
Taking his time.
Math, a high hit, a nice tap from Kami. Sad looking for Math, but couldn't get there in time. And we've got another overtime. This one, though, is for the match for Renegades. One more, and it's over.
TJ with a big dunk, and he's not going to get it there. The most threatening, I think, Team Secret looked at the end of regulation, but the kickoff not going in their favor here. Renegades all over them in the first 15.
Now this is the best that we've seen Team Secret look, with the amount of possession, the looks on net, the threatening plays, but they have to put it all together for a win here. Kami in the dribble. Early jump for Knight. Pinches out to the corner. Kami, a high pop. Math there first. CJ to the side. Corner boost steal for Team Secret. Now Fever has Knight retreating. Fever with the pinch out. Didn't have much on it. Knight to the ceiling. Knight backward pass. And CJ will break up the play.
Not bad here from Team Secret. Getting a boost, getting a bomb, and Matt, he peeled off. That pass a little too close to the defense. Team Secret, another pass across. They're really looking for each other now. That cohesion paying off here. They haven't broken through quite yet. Sad running out of boost. Matt's got to come in and rescue him. He gets a demo at least. And possession back to Team Secret.
Sad with the bluff on the boost. Secret still with possession. Kami in a light hit. Shot comes out. Double commit and a demo. Kami's tip. Buying time for Renegades. Kami's been doing so well, buying just enough time for the Renegades to get back into it.
Oh, he has no boost.
CJ no boost to get it. Rebound out. Kami shot! It's good! And the Renegades take down Team Secret and beat South America once more.
What a drive from Kami! Right in front of Knight and Matt. Renegades 4-1 Team Secret. And they were hyped about that one, James. We could hear him through the headset.
Oh, 3 overtime wins. How could that not get you hyped? 3 overtime wins for the Renegades. They drop the first game and then win 4 straight. And everyone was contributing. You had CJ the glue, making plays, taking shots. But Fever, after that first game, helped pick up the pace. Those 2 goals off the ceiling. Renegades, they dug deep in their bag of tricks. They never gave up. It seemed like they were outclassed in that game 1, but then those 2 off-the-ceiling goals, then the overtime goal, and then from there, they just started sprinting.
And you got to give a lot of credit over to Kami, especially in those last couple of games. He really stepped up. Again, not that he was playing poorly, but boy, he made a massive impact with his shooting and just the overall offense that he showed there. And they're still clapping about it.
Well, I mean, it's CJ's birthday, too.
I think he got what he wanted for his birthday.
And what a gift that was. 4 straight wins, 3 overtime wins, a thriller. Clips abound. But I have to agree. I mean, it's kind of tough to pick an MVP, but in that last part, Kami, he was starting, Fever started the job, and it felt like Kami finished the job.
Kami now 4-0 against SAM teams here at RLCS in LAN, overall in RLCS LAN. So good for him, and for Renegades still able to take down a lot of these SAM teams, and for good reason. You could really see the control that they had here. This was the game plan that I expected to see from Renegades earlier in this tournament, really finding their form here against Team Secret.
And it just felt like they had a game plan, and that experience came in as an invaluable resource. 4 World Championships for CJ, 6 now for Kami, and you can see it out there on the pitch. But Corelli, we've got to go to a break, but there is more Rocket League coming up after this. We've got Dignitas taking on 0-1 Esports, a revenge match for Dignitas. How'll it go? You'll have to tune in after the break.